Welcome to my live. I am so excited that you're able to join me. We are going to have so much fun. Say hi as you come in so I know that you're here. If you are new and are not currently working with a designer, please just comment the word newbie and I will make sure to send you some Chalk Couture information. If you're watching the replay, hi. So what is Chalk Couture? We are a fun high-end DIY home decor company used to make different gifts and decorations from your home on a budget. So Chalk Couture has so many fun products. We have our Chalkology chalk paste, which is great for chalkboards where you can design and repeat as much as you like. We also have Couture ink, so you can make permanent on fabrics or glass or ceramics. We have hundreds of reusable silkscreen transfers, lots of fun tools, and a full assortment of different surfaces for all of your projects. You want to make sure you join my Chalkaholic VIP group. This is where there's so much more fun and there's specials. You can also sign up for a workshop. I love to hold workshops and share my love of Chalk Couture. We also have Club Couture. This is a fun mail subscription where you get an exclusive transfer and chalk paste sent to your home every month for the low price of $19.99. You can also host your own private party, get your friends and family together and make your own projects. You can also become a designer and start your own empire. There's so many different ways with Chalk Couture to make money. If you are excited about any of these things, please just send me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So don't forget, in my Chalkaholic VIP group, if you post a picture of your finished project, you will be entered in a drawing for a free transfer every month. How exciting is that? So without further ado, let's go on and let's chalk this project. Thank you so much for helping me, and let's chalk.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Beverly. Hey, Patty. Hi, Denise. How's everybody doing? Thank you for joining me tonight. We're going to be doing a fun live. Hopefully it's fun. It's a lot of fun for me. And if you can see behind me, it's Christmas in July. I don't know if I'm going to be doing the ornament pickings this evening because I still have 2 invoices that I'm waiting for, and I like to do them all together. And I think I need one person to pick their number. We'll see. So make sure you're a part of my VIP group if you want to check out the Christmas in July. It's super fun. Very, very fun. So tonight, well, first of all, let's take a pause and talk about how amazing the catalog is that launched yesterday. So our autumn winter catalog released yesterday. So many things are sold out in a day. So many things were sold out in hours, which is why you want to be part of my Chalkaholic VIP group so you can see what some amazing specials we have, right? So make sure if you're not a member of the VIP group, you either find the link on this page or you can just ask me for it. I will love to have you part of my VIP group, okay? So tonight we're going to do a project. It was very hard to find a transfer that I had that wasn't sold out right now because, you know, we're out with the old and in with the new. But what I picked today is Let's Get Away. We haven't done a layered project, I felt, in a while, so I thought this would be super fun. It says, say yes to adventures, and then we have a multiple piece. Would you call it moped or scooter? I don't know. So we're going to go ahead and get this. I'm going to share my workstation with you. So here I have a 12 by 18 Grayson. This is one of my favorite all-time surfaces because it has that boutique surface to it and they are very reasonably priced. Let me pop these messages off my screen so I can see you guys. So what I love about Chalk Couture is that it goes on here with the wet paint, but it dries like a matte chalk. So it doesn't smudge or smear. I can sit here and I can rub it, and look at this. I did this truck all the way back at St. Patrick's Day. This is our vintage truck with one of our spring add-ons. Isn't it cute? So I don't want to have spring anymore, so we're going to put this vehicle on instead. But you can see I can't mess this up. So don't worry if you make some home decor that you do want to change out. You can still dry dust it. You can still hit it, and it's not going to smudge or smear. But I'm going to show you how you can erase it. It's by spraying it with some water. So I'm just going to spray it with water, and then you can use a board eraser, you could use paper towels, you can use a rag. What I love is our paste scraper, okay? This is a handy dandy tool that you can use to remove your paste nice and easy. Are you ready? All you have to do is put it on your surface and go like this. Look how it's just lifting up, because you want to be able to redesign again and again, and you don't want to have to worry about anything. This is a lot of paste where this truck was. So I'm just going to scrape it off. This even has some shimmer on it, so I may need a little bit of extra elbow grease on here. I'm going to go ahead and just go like this, okay? Then I'm going to take my paper towel or my board eraser and go ahead and I'm going to need to get a board eraser because this has been on for so long, but I'm going to remove a lot of this residue on here. You see how easy this comes off? I'm going to go get a board eraser now to help me get more of this off. So I may need to use a little bit of elbow grease because it has been on for so long, but watch this. Look at it just disappear. If you have a surface that is not Chalk Couture, you may find that you have what is called ghosting. If you don't know what ghosting is, it's when you have a chalkboard and you erase what you had written or designed on it, but after you erase it, you can still see the shadowing, okay? That's one of the reasons why I love Chalk Couture surfaces, because you will not get that shadowing on these surfaces. So I'm just gonna go like this to get the residue off and then wipe it with a paper towel. You can use the side of your fuzzing cloth if you have one that is the microfiber side, and that'll help you get all of this off. There we go. Okay. And then I'm just gonna wipe this, and then we have brand new. So you don't have to worry about having a lot of surfaces. You just need to pick one or two of your favorite. If you are in my Club Couture group, you know, you had the opportunity to get the Kickstarter kit that comes with some of our most popular surfaces, and that's what you need. You'll get your exclusive transfer every month, and you'll already have your surfaces. You'll get your paste singles, and you'll already have your jar, and you have your tools, okay? So here we go. Now I'm gonna take my transfer. I need some help with colors, so if you guys are watching, I mean, even if you're watching the replay, you can yell at a color. Maybe you'll be right. To let me know what you'd like to see with this. I cannot wait to get our new chalk paste colors that just came out yesterday in. Guys, we have 3 new colors that went to our regular lineup that are brand new colors, and then we have our 5 in vogue colors. We have a total of 5 new shimmer pastes. So this is so crazy exciting. I'm gonna go ahead, and you can see there's little cut lines on here, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut on the cut lines. And then the layers of the scooter are numbered. And not only are they numbered, I don't know if you guys can see, but there are registration marks to help you layer. So the moped, is that a moped or a scooter? I don't know. You have A1, A2, and A3. So you know which order they go in and what goes together. Then for the flowers, we have B1 and B2 with registration marks. And then we have the Let's Get Away. So this transfer is a C-size transfer, and you can do many different things with this, and you could use this on many different surfaces depending on which components you want to put on your project. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these apart. So what color moped? I don't know if I should call it moped or scooter. You can let me know what color you'd like it to be. Okay, I'm thinking spring, summer color. But I don't know, I'm trying not to do it, guys. I'm trying not to get too excited and go into full-blown fall mode, because I almost did a fall vintage truck tonight. But I said, hold on, Michelle. Don't be one of those people jumping all ahead. Let's enjoy the moment for a minute. But some of those fall, winter, you do want to start early so you can have your decor done, so you can have gifts made, right? So we're going to go ahead. Hold on, let me put that message down. We're going to go ahead. I wonder how I can stop messages from coming up while I'm live. I don't know. Sorry, Nicole, but I had to minimize your message. So I'm going to get my A1. Maybe we'll put that down there. And I'm going to take my Sharpie, and I'm just going to write the pieces. This is A1. This is A2. I love this. This is A3. This is B1. This is B2. And I just named them after what they say on the front to help me out. And then, oh, I can see a lot of uses for this. Let's go away. Or you can just have it say, oh, let's get away. Whoops, I was gonna say go away. And then say yes. I always label them because if I'm having a workshop and everybody's using them, it's likely that they do get separated, and I like to know what goes with which transfer. But also, your backer sheet that your reusable silkscreen transfer is gonna go on is very glossy on the side you want to stick your transfer to, and you don't want to accidentally put it on the back matte side. So it's good to have them labeled so that you know you're putting it back correctly. All right. Then we have our fuzzing cloth. If you don't have a fuzzing cloth yet, you can use a clean towel or something that has some lint on it. And I'm gonna take A1, let me make sure that's what it is, and I place it on the lint cloth. And the reason why we do this is because it's a brand new transfer. It is super sticky, and we want to make sure that it doesn't stretch the silk screen when we're going to remove it. And you also want to protect your surface depending on what type of surface you have. This is not an open stencil. This is an adhesive vinyl with silk screen. So as you can see, there's no weeding. I can't put my finger through it. It's an actual solid silk screen, okay? So I'm gonna take A1, and because it's the first time I've ever used it and it is super sticky, you are gonna see me fuzz it quite a few times here because it's brand new. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it right about here. How's that look? And then you want to smooth it down so you don't have any air bubbles where the screens are, because if you have a bubble, I like to say bubble is trouble, but if you have a bubble underneath, it's going to look really clumpy, which you don't want, okay? So what I'm gonna do for this, I'm trying to see what we have here. So this is A3, which is like the body of the scooter, and then this here is like the wheels and the seat and the handlebars. And then this is like part of the inner tire. I think this looks like a metally part. So I think I'm gonna use a light grayish. This is our grayish color. It's like a gray beige. And we're gonna do this to do this part of the bike and our registration marks. We wanna be able to see those. So I try to pick a light color. And then we have this basket in the back that I'm gonna go ahead and do in our brown bark, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open these colors, and we are going to stir them up with our, hey Jen, we're gonna stir it up with our stirrers. And if it's any thicker than say Greek yogurt, then I'm going to use my distilled water and give it a squirt. I like to use distilled water because you never really know what's in your tap water. Our chalk paste is organic, so sometimes the minerals in the water can cause mold, or some of them I've even talked about bubbling, different bubbling. So I'm going to do this and I'm going to stir it up, okay? And you want to make sure you keep your paste nice and moist so all of the liquid doesn't fully evaporate, because it can turn actually into like a brick. So I'm going to take this and I am going to go over my registration marks and that. You just need a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my squeegees and I'm just going to use the flat side, and I'm going to go over the screen so that it transfers onto my surface through the silk screen. Okay, I'm going to make sure that I get those registration marks, and then any extra that I have on my squeegee, I'm going to put right back into the jar so we can use some of it later. Okay, so we have that. There's that part of our scooter, and then I have a little bit of bark, because this is like a crate looking thing to me. And I have one of those small squeegees again that I've cut in half, because sometimes you just have little areas that you want good coverage. So I like to cut my squeegees in different shapes and sizes, and trust me, you can never have too many squeegees. All right, a lot of times make sure you check your packages that you get from me, because you may find something flopping in there that you weren't expecting. All right. So after you have your paste down, and you want to peel this up before it dries, because if it dries in your screen, you're going to have a very patchy looking transfer on the other side, because it's going to be dried into the screen. So you want to pull it off. You want to make sure you go up and down or side to side, because if you go at a diagonal, you can still stretch your transfer. And look how cute that is. There's our part one. And then what I normally do is I'll just take my backer sheet, I'll put it back on like this, and then once I'm done, I'll take my transfers to the sink, and then I will take my board eraser and I'll wash off my transfer at the sink, and then I'm gonna lay them sticky side up on the counter. Thank you, Beverly. I'm not even supposed to say that on this page. I think it was against the law that I just said that, but sometimes I forget if I'm in my VIP group or in this page. So I never said it, and Beverly never commented that. So just like this, and then I will have it drying sticky side up, and then once it's fully dry, I can either dry it off with a fuzzing cloth, but I just like to air dry it. That way I can just go away, come back later, and then I'll take the backer sheet while it's upside down, sticky side up, put the backer sheet on, and then it's ready to go again for next time, okay? That's how I like to do that. All right, so now before you layer, it's very important that you let the layer you did dry completely. So sometimes I like to use a little help. This is my heat tool. I think the preference that I do like is a hair dryer that has a cool setting. I don't have one of those because the heat, you have to be careful. If you get the heat too close to your transfer, you can shrink it up like a little shrinky dink. And if you get your paste too hot, you can bubble it, which you don't want to do. And if you have too much heat, you do have to wait for your surface to come back to room temperature before you can chalk on it. So don't get it too hot. You just want enough that you can see the wet paint kind of transform into a dry, beautiful matte chalk. All right. And when you're layering, it's very important that it's fully dry, because remember, the back of the transfer is adhesive and you don't want it to peel up any of your paste. Okay. That's why it's also very good to make sure you only have a thin layer when you're layering, because if you have a lot of gunk, the adhesive from the back will peel it up. You'll be sad. You'll have to erase it and do it again, which isn't the end of the world, but sometimes you just want to make sure it's good, right? So mine's still a little wet there, but I don't want to heat it all at once to make my board too warm. So I'm just going to run it again. Sometimes I'll touchy-feely. Feels good. I love this color on here, this grayish. Now you can see on both sides here, I have my registration marks. If you guys can barely see that in the video, I think you can see it. And how that is helpful is when I go to A2, the same registration marks are here, and I just need to line them up so that I know everything is lined up good. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to peel this off the backer sheet and do the same thing. I'm gonna put it on my fuzzing cloth because it's brand new. It's gonna be sticky. And I will go like this. Now you can put this design on other things than chalkboard. If you're gonna put this on a t-shirt or a tote bag or a piece of wood, you wanna make sure that you're not putting the ink you're gonna use on those registration marks, because it will go through and you won't be able to erase it. You can either use your placement tape to cover it and then ink on the placement tape, or just take your placement tape to cover it so it doesn't even go through. But then you'll have to be really careful in layering so that everything fits into place, okay? All right, so we have the second, which I'm trying to think what color I want to do with this. I'm thinking, what color do we want? I know this is gonna be green and that's gonna be something bright. I don't know how much is left of our En Vogue Spring Summer paste because they're being replaced. So that's our Citrus Splash, that is our Wisteria, that is our pink grapefruit. What else was it? It was Citrus Splash. I don't remember, but anywho, you want to make sure that you can look on there and get those. I think I'm going to do this seat and tires. I'm going to do a springy one. That's what I'm going to do. So I think I'm going to do pink grapefruit, and then I'm going to pick wisteria for the main body. So we'll have like a pink purple. Okay. My my pink grapefruit has more of an airy texture, which is something that some of these spring ones had, but it works really well. It just looks a little different, and that's why I'm going to store it over here so I don't splash anywhere. Oh, this is such a pretty color, okay? And then I'm going to take my A2 part, and I'm going to see if I can see without my glasses. Not really. All day I've been complaining that I can't see, but I have yet to put my glasses on today. But I'm going to put it down on one side. And then, I can't see, guys. I knew I should have brought my glasses up there. And we'll go there. How does that look? That looks good. So we're going to smooth that on. And then I have pink grapefruit. So we're gonna have some pink handlebars and a pink seat and some pink tires. Don't judge, I think it's cute. Like that. I guess we'll go ahead and do the registration marks and another layer. And then I'm gonna take another one of my cut squeegees and I'm just gonna go over. Just like this. Go all over that. I'm trying not to press too hard because like I said, I don't want to peel up that first layer. And you want to kind of go fast because our chalk paste is water soluble. So if it feels like there's a lot of wetness on top by the next layer, it can start to break down the chalk paste, which you don't want. So I'm going to get all that extra, especially since this color is retiring. I don't want to waste any of it. And then we're going to slowly peel. Oh, that's so cute. Would you look at that? It's so detailed. Okay. What do you think so far? We have this. And I'm just going to pop that on that backer sheet and put it over. And then what I like to do if I'm done with my paste, which I'm not sure if I am because I haven't picked the color of our words, but I'll give it a little drink of water and then put it to bed. Put the lid on. The longer you leave your lid open, the more evaporation you can have of that moisture, and it can dry out your paste, okay? Then we'll come back I'm gonna dry it. This color looks so good with the grayish. So I'll let that sit, and then I picked the other In Vogue color called Wisteria. This is such a gorgeous, springy, violet, pretty color that needs a drink of water. So it's a little thicker than Greek yogurt, so I'm going to squirt a little bit of that distilled water in, and then I'm going to stir it up. Wow, that dries. It's okay if it has a little bit of chunks in it. And sometimes if you stir it too fast, you could get little air bubbles in your jar. It's not horrible, but if you chalk your design with the air bubbles in, they can pop later and leave you a little blank spot on your board. So you don't want to stir too vigorously. And then we're going to pick up the third part of our scooter because that feels nice and dry. And then we're going to fuzz it on our cloth. This is the third layer of the scooter. This is the body pretty much. Isn't this so cute? And then I'm gonna line this up like this. I think that looks good. And then I'm gonna take my wisteria and put some on there. I'm gonna have to make sure that this color is not gonna be gone because I'm really gonna miss this color. And I'm gonna take another squeegee. Remember, you can't have too many of these guys. And just go right over this. If you notice you don't like the colors you picked, or you're like, man, I really wish I would have made this bumblebee, just wash it off with water and pick your other favorite color. This is really nice for making gifts because you can make it 1,000 times and make it different every time. So it's not like you give Sally the same gift you gave Sue. It can be personalized with love. There you go. Personalized with love. That's cute. All right, there we go. And then we're going to peel this up as well. Oh, wow. Would you look at this? That is gorgeous. That is absolutely gorgeous. And then what you can do is you can either take a little washcloth. Sometimes I'll just take one of my stir sticks and you can just take off your registration marks. There, and then I'll take that off there. And those are gone. You may take a little cloth. Make sure that's all gone. There we go. Ta-da, so that part is done. Why don't we go ahead and do our words? I haven't decided what color to do it in yet, and then we can do the basket of flowers. So next I'm gonna take the Say Yes to Adventures and fuzz it as well. Hi, Patience. How you doing, girl? Haven't seen you in a long time. So we have this. And I'm gonna put this right like here while I pick what color I want. We're gonna put this right here, like that. Is that straight? No. Maybe right here. That looks okay. Hi, honey. Here we go. Hello.
Hi. Where's Ezra?
Jacobs.
Did he
I don't know. He wasn't here when I got home. So I want that one to be in the wisteria, but then I want the rest of it to be in bright white. So I'm gonna get the bright white, and I'm gonna put some here. And then I'm gonna take another one of my cut squeegees and just go across. I should have used a bigger one, actually, so I don't have lines. If you have too small of a squeegee, you could have lines in your words. So always just keep scraping to get the excess off, or use a bigger squeegee. There we go. Get that off. We have a new tool called the new angled squeegee, which I'm super excited to see how that works out. There we go. And then I'll take another one to do our yes in. So I may have gotten a little bit of white in there, but that's okay. That's okay. There we go. All right. And then I'm gonna go ahead and peel this off. Oh, that looks so good. Say yes to adventures. Ooh. I got a little bit of chalk paste down here. There we go. Isn't this cute? So now I'm gonna move to my B1 and B2. And these are the little guys that'll be in my basket, a little flower basket back here. So, hold on a second, let me move. I have a lot of stuff in my way. What do you think so far? Hey Julie, we're making this scooter that I've never made before. It's kind of fun. Sorry, I had to take out some of these messages so I can see you guys. I'm actually going to spy to see how the heck do they put these flowers in here. That's what I love about this. I can just take a peek-see for inspiration. Oh, they put it tall ways. I never would have thought of that. How do they put it? This way? This way. This way. This way. So I'm gonna put this kind of peeking over the basket, looks like. So we'll peek it over like this. I guess that's so we can have, thank you Beverly, different colors in this. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to peek it over a little bit, but I don't want it to be on, oh, it's not gonna be on the seat. I thought it was gonna end up being on the seat. So maybe, well, it is kind of over the seat a little bit. I don't wanna sit on my flowers, right? Let me get this way. So we'll just go like this. So I have these two registration marks here, and it is, thanks Julie. I just got home from work too. I'm like, I am chalking tonight. I was so overwhelmed yesterday with the new catalog release that I need this. So it looks like we have a little bit of greenness in here. The colors I want to pick that I thought would look great with the colors we already have is sage, but I also might add a little touch of meadow, and then for the flowers I want to pick Marvelous. That would look really cute. Marvelous, and how about a little bit of Peachy Keen? So we'll get these going. I'm just just gonna look at these because none of these have been stirred in a while. And I'm gonna go boop, 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 and spray these. And then, so I have my sage that's ready to go. Isn't this adorable? I have my meadow that needs a little bit of work. Our peachy keen, which is really thick. I don't know why I don't love peachy keen as much as I do on these projects, because I love the color. I just never reach for it. Maybe it's because we have like over 30 something amazing colors and it always sits at the bottom. And then we have Marvelous, which is my fave. Okay, so what am I gonna do with all these colors? Well, I'm gonna take a look at the transfer we put down, and there's some areas that look like leaves and some areas that look like flowers. I'm gonna take my peachy keen and put that over our registration because it seems to be our lightest color where I can actually see it through. But I'm gonna take Marvelous and I'm gonna do what's called Hot Mess. So I just want a little bit on my stir stick or whatever you're using. I'm gonna put a little bit there, a little bit there. I'm gonna go like this on those areas. But then I'm gonna take peachy keen and do the same thing. I don't need to be too precise because this is actually called Hot Mess. And I'm gonna drop some like there and there. And then I'm gonna take my sage and go like up here. And then I want some of my meadow. I know what you're thinking, you're crazy. This looks nuts. I know. Some there. But then, hi Tammy. I just came home from Gettysburg. I work in Gettysburg, Tammy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Remember, if you're a newbie, comment newbie so we can have a chat about what this is all about. So now I'm gonna take one of my cut squeegees and watch. I'm just going to get the areas that I wanted green, and I'm not gonna worry if they're mixing or not. See that? And then I'm going to hot mess it. So it's gonna give me like a beautiful marbled color because this is gonna look like we just drove away from the market and got some beautiful flowers. All right. Ta-da. Because I mixed it, I'm not gonna put the excess in there. I will be at Gettysburg bright and early in the morning. I work at the hospital there, Tammy, in Gettysburg. And then we're gonna peel this off. You ready? Oh my gosh, that's perfect. Look, I may have to bring this closer to the screen for you guys to appreciate this. Hold on. All right, beautiful. Before we do the second layer, I'm just gonna lift this up. Do you see how now it looks like different colors of the pink and green? Make that up. And I'm gonna dry this with my dryer. How do you say your last name, Tammy? Is that last from voice? How do you say that? My last name is Postal, but I have that pronounced so many different ways. There. Someone actually today called me Pistol at work. If we're at a fancy restaurant, I like to say Postal. But most of the time, it's just Postal. All right, so then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to fuzz. Oh, that's awesome, Tammy. I work in the ICU there. I'm one of their nurse practitioners in the ICU there. So there we go. Chambersburg seems like they've been pretty busy lately. All right, so then I'm going to line up those registration marks again. I'm a little preoccupied because somebody at work today told me the story about this Wayfair conspiracy with trafficking, and I'm so interested to see what this is all about that I can't wait to go sit down and look it up, because what she was telling me was very interesting. So interesting that I can't line up my registration marks. So I'm going to get this one here and this one here. There we go. And I'm going to do the same thing. This one is more greenery and not flowers, which is weird. So I'm just going to put Hot Mess on here. And then I'm going to take my little squeegee and just go over it. I guess this is just gonna thicken up our greenery. There we go. And because I mixed again, I can't really. Okay, ready? Let's peel this off. I just got paste on the board. And then, oh, that looks so good. Okay, let's take off that paste that I put on there on accident. And then we'll take off that registration mark. This looks so good. I was worried that this board was going to be too big for this project, but it looks perfect for it. There we go. All right, so now we just have one little piece left. Isn't this fun? And it's this little Let's Get Away. This has so many fun pieces to it. I'm gonna fuzz this one as well. And then I'm gonna put this one down here. We'll put it like right here. And I really want this in that bright white also. Thank you, Tammy. Make sure you join the VIP group to see special deals. Because it's retiring for the last time, probably, I'm gonna use the angle squeegee. I think there's still some available online. I'm not sure. But it was replaced yesterday by the new and improved angled squeegee. And this one has all these different angles and different parts. It's perfect. You can go ahead and use it to do areas like this. This does such a good job. I always have excess. So I'm gonna go ahead and go like this, and which is okay. If I go off of my silk screen, it's okay because it's chalk. It's just chalk. All I have to do is wipe it away. All right. I'll show you. I just made a bigger mess just to show you. All right. And then I'm going to peel this off. I dropped it. Ta-da! Now, do you see that mess around it? At first you're thinking, oh my gosh, what did she do? But all I have to do is take a paper towel or my board eraser and watch. It comes right off. Dun, dun, dun. Perfection. But if you thought, hey, I really wish I would have done that in the wisteria purple, you can just wipe it off and redo it in the purple. Okay? So I just want to try this. I'm so glad you like it, Tammy. All right. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to hold this up for you guys. I don't know. Lori Hebert used to come on here and watch these videos and give me a drum roll, but I haven't been able to connect with her on here in a little bit. All right, ready? Here we go. Ready? How amazing is this? You know what? It all looks white to me because of the lighting. Maybe I need to step back. There we go. You know what? It's easier to see this way. Let me just show you. That way you can see all the colors. The light is so bright. But it says, say yes to new adventures. Oh, there's my drum roll from Amanda. Hey, Amanda. Amanda, make sure you post the project you sent me by private message into the VIP group, and you know why. Make sure you have that posted in the VIP, okay? I'm gonna get this. I have a splurge here. I want to get off. So yay, this is our project of the night. Say yes to new adventures. And if you're looking for a new adventure, or you're looking for a business in a box, you're looking for something to do during this pandemic, and you need either an outlet and you want the designer kit to be a designer to make these things, or if you want to make some extra cash, there's a lot of different things you can do with Club Couture. But if you are looking for a new adventure, then I just want you to, isn't it weird how the color changes? Maybe I need to come closer. No, that's even worse. That's bizarre. Because it really is purple and pink. Thank you, Amanda. Please let me know. We have a brand new designer kit that started this month that already features some of our autumn and winter transfers. And it has a shimmer paste in it. For the first time I've seen, there's a shimmer paste in the new designer kit. You're getting over $250 of product for just $99, and you also get your first month of Club Couture for free, which is amazing. So if you're, thank you, Denise. So join me tomorrow night. My son does have a belt testing for karate, but I'm hoping to come on Friday, tomorrow, in the VIP group to put the ornaments on the tree. Hopefully the belt testing doesn't last too long. So if you have an outstanding invoice, go ahead and pay that so we can do the ornaments. And then here's my website if you're thinking, oh, I really want that transfer. Then you can go in here, take a look at our products and see what you like. But I'm just gonna give you a hint. You may wanna stay tuned to the VIP group to Christmas in July, especially if you want this transfer. I would pay attention for the next few days, okay? So thank you so much, guys. Say yes to new adventures. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.